Hello and welcome to Midnight Scribe's Creative Vibes, where we speak to the best of the bronies and discover what makes them tick. Now today, it's one of those times where we do a Creative Vibes special, because today's episode isn't about a person, it's about a convention. The convention is run by people, by the way, not a consortium of robotic corgi overlords or anything like that. Woof.
Well, not yet, anyway.
Not yet indeed, not yet. No, woof, woof, woof. But today, we are speaking to two of the charming folk responsible for bringing Griffish Isles to the UK, the hot new pony convention that is returning this May into our lives. Now, if you weren't aware of this fantastic community hotbed, well, here is your chance to learn. We are delighted to give a warm, fan, happy Creative Vibes welcome to Librase and Ponypete. Welcome to the show. How are you both doing?
Thank you.
Hello.
Very well.
Not too bad, thank you.
Yeah, listen, glad to hear you're both doing well, keeping well. How are things going? We're prepping for the con, because, we're only, 2 months away, if that, now?
No, things are going well, I think.
It was going well
I think
until
things
we
are going
ran out
well,
of time just that second.
Yeah, we're not actually going to ask any more questions. We're just going to loop that scream for 28 minutes and then just go... And that's all we have time for. Thank you for coming on the show, Librase. Just like you rocking in the corner, just like, I need to sell more tickets!
More tickets.
But no, how have you been finding it? Because obviously last year was the first year that Griffish Isles was actually on the market, and it did fantastically well. So how have you been feeling, bearing in mind that you launched last year and preparing for this year? How's it been going?
It's a lot easier when you have more than a few months. Because last time I think we announced this on around January, I think.
It was quite early. And we were quite lucky, really, because not only did we launch quite late, but a lot of people had enough confidence in us to give us a try. And luckily, a lot of us are looking to come again.
Yeah, I've had a lot of support in the first year, which is really grateful for.
Yeah, it was amazing to see just how people rallied around the convention, because... I remember some of the early promotion that Hypnohoose was doing at Hearthstorming Con, because he came over with the flag, and I remember seeing it, and I didn't really know much about it. It just kind of came out of nowhere, but it's amazing how just in that very short space of time, Griffish Isles has become, the convention last year was fantastically successful. It went really well, and people loved going to it, and people are so psyched to go this year. So, it must have been just a great moment when you actually completed the 2018 con and you actually got to see it all come together.
Yeah, credit where it's due. He put a lot of effort into selecting the right place for the starter con, because you can overdo on the first one if you're not careful. And he got the proportions quite right, and he also, with our help, of course, to go to every con that he would go to, and we did, and we just kept promoting it. It was quite nice. We had someone waving a flag around the place, and I've lost count of how many little flyers we've given out. But all of it seems to have come to a head, and people just had a go, and they enjoyed it, and it's just a good location too.
Yeah, so we just see lots of people enjoying themselves on the day, and things just running really quite smoothly. It's just just overwhelmed by the amount of support we had from people who wanted to give the commissioner a chance. First check conventions, you can be a bit wary about them, but yeah, it's great to see that support, and so luckily this time around we have a bit more experience, I think, because that was I don't know about Pete, but that's my first attempt at helping to organise anything.
Oh, it is on a convention scale, definitely. Like you say.
But Hypno has a lot of experience
exactly.
with convention, so he was doing, but he needed a few more hooves. Or paws in my case.
Well, you were talking there about how you have a fantastic chair and leader in Hypnohoose who, from what little I've seen of him, was working his tail off in getting Griffish Isles out there, and we've seen him at Brony Scott as well, and just ridiculously helpful, just always willing to muck in. I mean, what could you tell our viewers about him that they wouldn't necessarily know?
No. Ooh, it's dangerous.
If you want, we can get a Creative Vibes lawyer in.
Well, I need one.
Hypno is just like is he's so generous. You try and offer help all the time. You try and offer support and even financial help towards the con, but he'll put his heart and soul into it without asking anything back.
And on top of that, he's just so kind and friendly. I mean, even in my first Lancashire Bronies meets, he just welcomed me, and he welcomes absolutely everybody to his meets so well, and he's so willing to help anybody who might possibly need it. He's just he worries about everybody, and he's just so very kind, and he's put up with me for a year, so.
You make it sound like people put up with you. You're absolutely lovely, Liv. You're just like an adorable little corgi.
I thought she was an adorable little corgi.
She is. Don't break the illusion. But
kind of thing where he just won't. He'll protect everyone else before protecting himself, and that can be quite hard. It's lucky he actually tolerates us, to be honest. But I think his own work life has prepared him for that. It's always been on the tough side.
Even on the day itself, he was just everywhere. He just appeared to be everywhere at once, and rushing around, and it's like, no, sit down, take a rest.
Yeah, I know a few people like that, and I just don't understand where did he get the energy from? Like, how do you just you do work, and then you run this, and then you do that, and you do all these things, and then you're sending emails at 3 a.m. in the morning. It's like, how do you have the energy? What time scale are you running on?
I think it just really loves the Brony community, and loves making events to for people to be together as well. He really just likes conventions. He seems to be at convention every single week.
Well, there's definitely always something going on in the community, I can say that much. And you were talking earlier on about, Hypno who's putting up with you, which I know it's not putting up with you, because the two of you work your tails off to make this convention work. But how did you both actually come to be involved in Griffish Isles?
It's quite a funny story in my case. After Brony Scott, I've been talking on Telegram for a while, and I'd spoken to Pete, and we actually met Pete at Brony Scott. And I actually started going to Lancashire Brony meets because I'd seen their flag waving around. And on my first Lancashire Brony meet, I met Hypno, and I think Pete mentioned something about a convention, and Hypno started talking about it, and I said, I'd love to help out if I could. And a month later, I was on the organisers, and I was like, oh, okay.
I think in my case it was Brony Scott 2016. I think he had a Wheel of Fine derpy backpack or something like that, and I complimented it at Rock Missy after the event. And after that, we sort of got talking about local meetups and things, and that's where sort of Lancashire Brony started. And that just grew, and then obviously Liv and everyone else were coming to it, and I can't remember when. I think the first mention of Griffish Isles was the pre-meet of Brony Scott 2017. I
don't think I was at the pre-meet, so I wouldn't know, but...
that's the first time he mentioned the name, and I was surprised by it to be initially, because I'd not heard about it. And then it turns out it's actually on the equestrian map, and I thought, brilliant. He's got it really well planned. So, it's probably two years for me, and maybe a bit more for the initial meet.
Yeah, I think he'd not been planning it before he had officially been planning it. So, but yeah, I first got involved, I think it was about a month or so before I actually announced it. He's very good at getting people to volunteer. He just tells them to, and they do.
Well, he just points and just goes, "You shall volunteer for Griffish Isles." I will now volunteer for Griffish Isles.
Well, they call him Hypno-Who's.
I don't think anyone's got a reason to turn him down.
No.
He's, they usually don't have to put much effort in to get the best result. So he does put a lot on his own back.
Mm.
Oh, definitely, and that has to inspire confidence in people actually getting involved as well, because they can see how much he's putting into it. Like, it's not just, one person going, I'd like to do a con. It's someone who's going to go, I am going to make a con.
Yes. Yes, there is that.
He's the guy who has the drive and commitment to do so, though. You can come up with the ideas, but if you don't have the experience doing conventions, you don't have financial backing, and you don't have a leadership mentality, then there's not a lot you can do. It's just going to fail.
Yeah, and we've built a nice community around it. It seems that it feels like everybody who helps out at the convention and everybody who attended are sort of in their own friend group, our own sort of community groups as well. Because our chat is still quite active.
I don't think there's anyone that's in the Griffish Isles team that doesn't talk to each other on a daily basis.
No.
It's always good to keep on top of things that way.
Yep.
Oh, definitely, and it's great to see you guys all have a close connection. I mean, especially considering that, running a convention, it can be extremely tough. It's easy to get, tempers frayed, stress, all the rest of it. So the fact that you guys get along so well and, and the convention's done so well is absolutely fantastic. Like, it always brightens my day whenever I hear about Griffish Isles, and I'm really glad to hear that you guys are coming back in 2019. And once again, I'd like to remind you, 2 months. What date?
11th of May, and there's a pre-meet the night before.
Obvious plug is obvious, but listen, like, we've got to get it out there somewhere just to bring up when it's coming along. But one thing I was going to ask as well, because like with everything that was going on with the first convention, the pre-planning, getting everything together, the actual day of the convention, the aftermath, planning for 2019, what would the two of you say that you're most proud of in terms of creating and building Griffish Isles?
I think, personally, we got lucky on a few things, and we were lucky to have all the people there. I think
it's great to see people actually having fun, and people I didn't even know who arrived at the convention just seem to be really enjoying it.
The best bit for me, and background work aside, I think was Ellie Ray. I think she held the convention.
She was
on
lovely.
top of what we did already, and she drew people in, she kept people there, and everyone remembers the fact she was there and the energy she had. I think I would love to have brought her back this time, but we have to have variety, of course. But yeah, she's welcome anytime. It was just so much fun. She was there at the pre-meet, she was there at the event, and she's even there at the after party for a short while as well. So.
And she talked to obviously everybody.
Oh yeah, she was no holds barred. She would go around and support people. She'd be there, waving everyone on and hugging everyone. It's amazing. So we were so lucky with her.
Yeah, like from what I've seen of Ellie Ray, she seems to be someone who has completely mucked into the fandom, like head first, not breathing for air, just straight in.
Yeah, she's got so much love to give, and it's her birthday actually, so
I don't know.
Oh yeah. So I put her happy birthday on her page, and she responds with a picture, and I'm pretty sure she's done that for like 2,000 people. It wouldn't surprise me if she's gone through every single person wishing her best wishes and said hello or done something, because she's just got so much energy. It's great.
Oh, definitely, no question there. And you know what? Since you mentioned it, we should give a great Creative Vibes happy birthday then to Ellie Ray. Happy birthday from all of us. We hope you're having an absolutely fantastic day. Happy birthday!
Nick did this giant plushie of Miss Main, and she absolutely loved it. I think she's trying to grab it and run for the exit.
That would not surprise me at all, I'll say that much.
She did carry it at one point, didn't she? I
think I suggested she should claim it to her backpack, and she got it on her back and got the legs of her waist, and
Well, I'll tell you what, because obviously Ellie Ray and everything that's happened, that was all 2018. 2019, of course, is the hot topic at the moment. This is the year we're in, and like I said, the convention's not that far away. So, obviously, you can't reveal every single thing that's about to happen. I'd be asking a bit too much. But what kind of, what little things are you planning that, you could perhaps reveal to us that could give a little bit of flavour for this year's con?
This year we have Lee Tucker joining us. In person this time. We had him as a voice call guest last year, and he's in person this year. We may have another guest, we may not. We're not saying anything.
Lee Tucker again is very energetic. He's got a good personality, and hopefully he'll just keep the con alive again.
Yes,
we're looking forward to seeing him in person. To be honest,
I've never seen him before, so that'll be interesting. We're planning this year on having a live auction. I mean, we had a small live auction last year, but last year the silent auction probably didn't do quite as well as we'd hoped. So I think a live auction might give more energy to the event.
To add some context to that, because we're in a church setting, we're not actually allowed to have a live auction within the location. But we have a slightly larger footprint this time. We have the location itself, St. Thomas Centre, but we also have a studio location which adds more vendor space and maybe some event space.
Yeah, the studio I should add is just right next door.
Yep.
So it's convenient.
We've got walking distance to another large area, and the after party as well at the Power League again, which we had last year. And at one of these locations, we will be having a proper live auction, which means people will be more energised to pay more and donate to charity.
We'll be having karaoke, of course, because everybody loves karaoke. We're having some games. Games area means more games. We'll have our competitions back, the cosplay and art competitions. What else?
If it sells tickets, we'll have M.A. Larson, but for legal reasons, there may or may not be a chance of having M.A. Larson. No, it's not coming on. I'll put that straight. But
it's Pete and Moustache.
We'll have, we're trying to come up with some new ideas, new games, new events, and new panels. So there should be quite a lot to do.
Now, that's going to be quite interesting. I'll be curious to see then what you've got planned. Are you still looking for panels, or that mostly sorted out and you're just kind of working out details?
Well, we're open to new panels. That'd be nice. I think Pino's is sorting through the. It's not for everybody who's giving us ideas, but we're always up for more.
We'll always keep an eye out. There's always someone that pulls out or can't make it. We've already had one person that had a great idea for a panel but sadly couldn't do it in time. So whilst we can't accept everything that comes in, we'll certainly keep attention.
Well, I tell you what, listeners, if it turns out you're interested in doing a panel, there might still be a chance to do it then if you get in touch with Griffish Isles. You never know what happened.
Yes. We do look at everything and discuss it, even if it doesn't seem like we're doing anything. But
never know, you might surprise us.
Yes.
Exactly. You never know. But I'll tell you what, we're going to change tact a wee bit and just ask a little bit about the two views, and of course about MLP, the very thing that brings us both together.
What's MLP?
But no, we're here because of MLP. And I've got a few very basic questions to be asked to all our guests, and just to give a wee bit of a flavour of some of your likes, dislikes, and what you enjoy about the show. So the first question I have for the two of you is, what's your favourite character?
Don't make me choose. I'm going to have to say Derby. She's just so adorable and pure. But I also do like Rarity and Fluttershy.
I'm definitely going for Rarity because she's the best pony. I'm just going to say that, and Ember as well, because after the cosplay, I've had quite
a crush.
No.
It's okay. There's no shame. You can admit it here. This is a safe space. This is actually an intervention. This is all. There's no Griffish Isles. This is all we done just to trap you.
Ember's just cool dragon. But the students think they've been cool, so I'll go with small.
That's true, right? I do love Silverstream. She's just adorable and hyper and stairs.
No, they're all absolutely fantastic characters, no question there. Although the one thing I'm just going to say before going to the next question: rarity, lover, not best pony. Moving on. Listen, look, that's a hot take. Go into the comments if you want to argue with that. I don't care. I feed off your hatred. Go ahead. Fight. No. Right. Before I end up causing a flame war, let's change the subject very quickly. Favourite episode?
I don't really choose. I have a soft spot for Lesson Zero because it's probably the first one I saw. Not the first one I saw, but the first one I saw live. If that makes any sense.
Like when it aired or when it came out?
Yeah, when it aired, yes. Because I joined after season 1. I started and I'd watched them, but I think it's because I was at university at the time, and I was sort of it rang a bell with me.
I joined sort of the start of season 6, I think, and had to binge watch them all, which was great. The first one I think really sticks in my mind was I've forgotten the title, but it has a Smile song, and Pinky was amazing in that.
I can't remember that one.
The one with a Cranky Doodle Donkey.
Yes, but my favourite one I think has to be Crusaders of the Lost Mark, because it's probably the first one that made me shed some tears of joy and
Liquid Pride.
Liquid Pride, that's the one that's after. Can you edit out the tears of joy bit?
Oh, what are you kidding? That's actually going to be the bumper bit at the beginning before the actual intro music.
But that episode, it just had amazing songs. It was a bit rushed, but it was the culmination of many episodes of when's it going to happen, and it was amazing.
Yeah, that was a really good episode.
Oh, absolutely. No, I remember that, and my partner also loves it to bits as well. So, I mean, I think everyone, by and large, enjoys the episode. If you didn't enjoy it, you'd have to be a little bit heartless to not enjoy it.
That's good. Very good.
But how did the two of you become a fan of MLP? I mean, Lib, you mentioned that you were in university, it was, when you first discovered it.
I was actually in university, but I was doing my last year the second time round, because I managed to get hit by a car and had a brain injury.
Oh, good lord.
I actually heard about MLP while I was brain injured. That might explain quite a lot. But because it's trying to find news sites reporting about, this show suddenly got popular and it's enjoyed by adult males, and that piqued my curiosity. So I thought I must watch some of this and see what's so interesting about this. And I watched more. I just fell in love with the characters, particularly Twilight and Fluttershy, who looked like me at the time. And I got around to watching the first 2 episodes, and I watched the rest of the series. And I started, as I mentioned, I started watching along when Lesson Zero started. And I remember that one particularly because I had rejoined university and I was going through some similar issues. Then I went to, and after I graduated, I went to Book 2013, and I met some lovely people, and it then became it then let me into their friendship groups, and then I met Team OK, and so that's where I think that's where I met you, Midnight. And then I started talking to Scottish Bronies on Discord and other Bronies on Telegram, and then I met Pete and Hypno Brony Scott, and I went to Lank Meets and I went to help the convention, and here we are.
Many years later, one happy pony family.
Mine was a little different to that. I ran out of Post and Pat episodes.
No.
I was. I can't remember why, but in the mornings I would watch Post and Pat on Pop, Tiny Pop.
Tiny Pop, yeah.
In the mornings it was just handy, and I really had a nostalgic spot for Post and Pat. So when that's ran out, there's only a few other things in this girls show called My Little Pony, so I thought, whatever, I'll just watch one of these. And I think it was the Smile song at that specific point, and I was hooked after that. And I had so much emotion from the episode. it's one of those things that you go to bed thinking about something and you can't sleep because you're just buzzing, and every episode is like that. It's unfortunately after about a year of binge watching them and all that, it's started to subside. I don't quite get the rush I used to with My Little Pony.
I get the same thing. I think it's quite common with Bronies who you start off and everything's all yay pony, and then it sort of subsides a bit, but you still enjoy it.
Yeah, it was just so novel and nice, and something of your own to enjoy. And in my opinion, in my position, my family were really into it. It's not like it wasn't taboo or anything. It's just another cartoon, but I got to enjoy it myself and really experience the friendship and community. And then it grew from there. I unfortunately I just missed book 16 by a few days, and I think I went to PonyCon and then Pony Scott, and that was it from that year.
Yeah, something similar to the idea of the friendship thing. A lot of people saying that MLP has really helped them with socially, and I'd say I agree with that. Because I had some pretty bad social anxiety at the time, and I think it's mainly not necessarily only MLP, but having to get myself out to meets and talk to people and helped a lot of that, I think.
It's a good way to get out and be social, isn't it? When you've got people who follow the same things as you do.
And you want to go out and see them as well.
And we're such a great community as well, with people who are as supportive as they are. It's absolutely fantastic. You know, like I came into the fandom a good few years ago. I kind of dipped in and out for a few until I think it was 2015. I kind of properly dived in, and you know, the amount of friends, contacts, you know, from across the world that I've met, you know, I've hung out with, you know, the relationships I've built from that has been nothing but fantastic. You know, so there's just something magical with you know, I'm going to go a bit cliche and a bit gooey, but you know, there is something magical about our friendship and about how cool this community is, and it's awesome, isn't it?
We're here for the goo, it's okay.
Well, as I say, friendship is magic.
Indeed, that is very, very true. But I'll tell you what, actually, we're actually running out of time for the episode. We've actually made it to the end of the amount of time we've got.
Quick, answer 10 questions.
I know. Well, actually, I do have one final question I want to rush out, which is, of course, Griffish Isles. Tell us where we can find you on the web. Where can we get the tickets? What date? What venue?
Griffishisles.uk.
Yep.
It's the site. We're also on Twitter under Griffish Isles, Facebook under Griffish Isles, just Griffish Isles in general. We're also on Telegram. We're also on Discord. We've got a Discord server. Tickets are available from all the sources, I think. We've got links everywhere. We announce every week. And it is on the 11th of May, 2019, at the St. Thomas Centre. And the day before, there's a pre-meet at the Waldorf in Manchester. Buy some tickets.
Buy them all.
We do have VIP tickets, which gives you a bit extra. It gives you a free shirt. You can also buy the shirts from the from the Eventbrite site, and we also have spirit tickets for if you're not going with slow to support the convention.
Well, what we'll do, we'll put all those links in the description below so you guys can go check out Griffish Isles, see what they're up to, and go get your tickets, because it is going to be an absolutely fantastic convention. I cannot speak. Oh, for goodness sake. Right.
You're awestruck.
I know, exactly. It's just an amazing convention. I'm just a little pony, and just like, I want to go to Griffish Isles. I just don't have money at the moment. I'll have to break it out. We'll see how it works out. It'll be fine. But listen, we will wrap up the show here. My thanks to Ponypete and to Librase for being on the show. My thanks to you guys for watching. And of course, if you want to get in touch with...
Thanks to you. Thanks to you for listening to us ramble.
Oh, that's no problem at all. This is what I bring you on for. You guys ramble, I get an easy job. It is absolutely fine. It's been great having you on. You two are absolutely fantastic. And, you know, you guys are wanting to come back on the show any time. There's no question of that.
Every week.
every week. You should just come on. We'll just have a little lib in the corner, just like going. You just give little comments as and when we have a guest on. You can be the emotional support corgi.
Yes, I will provide hugs.
But yes, this is the end of the show here. Thanks to you all for watching. And once again, please check out Griffish Isles via the links below and see what they're up to and get your tickets. It is going to be an absolutely fantastic time. That is the final word from Midnight Scribe. No less subscribe. Go see Griffish Isles. Bye bye!